Ever wondered why you're not rich yet? You work hard, right? You put in the hours, but still, that big pile of money just isn't showing up. It can be frustrating, I know. You see other people who seem to have it all figured out. But let me tell you, luck has very little to do with building real, lasting wealth. It's about choices. Many good, hard-working people struggle with money. They live paycheck to paycheck. They worry about bills all the time. They dream of a better life, a life with less stress and more freedom. But that dream feels so far away, almost impossible. It's like they're running on a treadmill, working hard but not getting anywhere. This isn't how it's supposed to be, folks. You deserve better than that. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, what's the deal? What's really stopping you from building wealth? Sometimes the biggest obstacle to building wealth is the person in the mirror. One of the biggest enemies of wealth is fear. Fear of failure is a huge one. People are so scared of messing up, of losing money, that they never even try. They don't invest. They don't start that side business. They just play it safe, too safe. But playing it safe often means staying stuck right where you are. You can't win the game if you're too scared to even get on the field. You have to be willing to take calculated risks. That's how you grow. Then there's the scarcity mindset. This is when you believe there's not enough to go around. You think resources are limited. You think if someone else gets rich, it means less for you. That's just hogwash, folks. Wealth isn't a pie where if one person takes a slice, there's less for others. Wealth can be created. There's an abundance out there for those who go after it with the right attitude and the right plan. Thinking I can't or it's not for me is just that scarcity mindset talking, and it's lying to you. Overcoming these fears starts with changing your thinking. You need to replace that fear with faith. Faith in yourself. Another major roadblock to wealth is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Or worse, trying to keep up with people who are flat out broke but look rich. You see your neighbor with a brand new car. Your friend posts vacation pictures on social media. Your coworker talks about their fancy new gadget. And you feel that pressure, don't you? You feel like you need those things too, just to keep up, just to look successful. This is a dangerous game. A very dangerous game. The problem is, you don't know the full story behind what you see. That new car? It might be financed up to the eyeballs with a crazy loan. Those vacation pictures, they might have been paid for with a credit card that's now collecting dust and interest. That fancy gadget? It might mean they can't afford to save for retirement. People are really good at showing off what they have. They're not so good at showing off their debt statements or their empty savings accounts. Don't fall for the illusion. This desire to impress others, this peer pressure, can lead to terrible financial decisions. Let's talk about financial literacy, or rather, the lack of it. So many people are just clueless when it comes to money. They don't understand budgeting, they don't understand investing, they don't understand how debt really works. And this lack of knowledge is incredibly expensive. It costs them thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. Ignorance is not bliss when it comes to your finances. Ignorance is broke, it's stressful, it's dangerous. Think about it. If you don't know how to make a budget, how can you tell your money where to go? It will just disappear, and you'll wonder where it all went. If you don't understand compound interest, you'll miss out on one of the most powerful wealth-building tools on the planet. Or worse, you'll pay a fortune in interest on debts. If you don't understand basic investing principles, you'll either be too scared to invest, or you'll make foolish decisions that lose you money. Knowledge is power, especially with finances. You have to take responsibility for your own financial education. Dumb habits, little leaks that sink big ships. Bad habits. We all have them in some area of life, but when it comes to money, bad habits can be absolutely devastating to your wealth-building journey. These are often small, seemingly harmless things that you do every day, but they add up. Oh boy, do they add up. Think of it like a tiny leak in a big ship. One little drip doesn't seem like much, but over time, that little drip can sink the whole vessel. Your financial ship is no different, folks. What kind of bad habits am I talking about? Impulsive spending is a big one. You see something, you want it, you buy it. No thought, no plan, just instant gratification. That daily fancy coffee, the takeout meal several times a week, the latest gadgets you don't really need. Each purchase might seem small, but $5 here, $20 there, it adds up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars a year that could have been saved or invested. That money could be working for you, not against you. Another bad habit is not tracking your spending, which leads to debt. Debt, the thief that steals your future. Alright, let's talk about the big one. Debt. I call debt the thief because that's exactly what it does. It steals your income, it steals your peace of mind, it steals your future. So many people are drowning in debt. Credit card debt, student loans, car loans, mortgages they can't really afford. They think debt is normal. They think it's just a part of life. Well, I'm here to tell you that normal is broke. You don't want to be normal. You want to be weird. You want to be debt-free. Debt is a product. It's sold to you by banks and lenders who make a fortune off your interest payments. They make it sound so easy, so convenient. Buy now, pay later, low monthly payments. What they don't tell you is that those payments will keep you chained to your job. They don't tell you about the stress and worry that comes with owing money to other people. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar you can't use to build your own wealth. It's a dollar you can't use to secure your family's future. People get into debt for all sorts of reasons. Your winning plan, getting smart, and taking control. So we've talked about the problems, fear, social pressure, lack of knowledge, bad habits, and debt. Now let's talk about the solutions. Because there are solutions. You are not doomed to be broke forever. You can turn things around. The first step is education. We touched on this earlier. You need to learn how money works, read books, take a course like Financial Peace University, listen to people who have actually built wealth and know what they're talking about. Commit to becoming a student of personal finance. Once you have some knowledge, you need a plan, a written plan, a budget. A budget is not a straitjacket. It's not meant to punish you. A budget is simply you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. It's you taking control. Every single dollar needs a purpose before the month begins. This is crucial. You also need a plan for getting out of debt. The debt snowball or the debt avalanche are good options. And you need a plan for saving and investing for the future. Without a plan, you're just drifting. Part of your plan must include setting clear financial goals. Enough talk, time for action, your first step to wealth. We've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about what's holding you back from building wealth. We've talked about the mindset changes you need to make. We've talked about the practical steps you can take. But all the knowledge in the world won't do you any good if you don't take action. Information without application leads to frustration. It's time to stop just thinking about it, dreaming about it, or worrying about it. It's time to do something. Right now, today. What's the very first step? It doesn't have to be some giant leap. In fact, starting small is often the best way. Maybe your first step is to sit down tonight and track all your spending for the past week. Just see where the money is actually going. Or maybe your first step is to have an honest conversation with your spouse about your financial situation and your goals. Perhaps it's committing to read one chapter of a personal finance book each day. Pick one thing, just one. Don't let feeling overwhelmed stop you. Sometimes people see the whole mountain they have to climb, and they get discouraged before they even start. Forget the whole mountain for now. Just focus on that very first step, then the next one, and then the one after that. Building wealth is a series of small, consistent actions. Each good decision builds on the last. You can do this building the future you deserve. I want to leave you with a message of hope and empowerment. Building wealth is not some impossible dream reserved for a lucky few. It's not about having a fancy degree or coming from a rich family. It's about principles, it's about discipline. It's about making a decision to live differently than the broke people around you. And I truly believe with every fiber of my being that you can do this. You have what it takes to win with money. You really do. Think about the life you want. A life without debt collectors calling. A life where you're not stressed about paying the bills. A life where you can be generous and help others. A life where you can retire with dignity and enjoy your golden years. That life is possible, it's not a fantasy. Millions of ordinary people have done it. They weren't geniuses, they weren't lottery winners. They just followed a proven plan and refused to give up. You can be one of them. There will be challenges. There will be times you want to quit. Your broke friends and family might even make fun of you for being weird with your money, but you can do it.